Guys, what I want to do is I want to start by first of all talking about the issue of time. You know, it's kind of interesting when you think about this. It starts off in our text and it says, immediately these guys went out and did what they needed to do. And the idea behind that is there was a certain urgency. The concept being life is short, life is unpredictable, and so because of that, you need to kind of get right on this and do that. Now, guys, if you don't think life is short and unpredictable, you just haven't lived long enough. Really, you get a few years on you, and all you have to do is you look back a little bit and go, wow, that went by really, really fast. You think about, you got the average life expectancy in America is about 79 years. Guys, everybody doesn't get that. My first wife died in 3 days of a brain tumor at the age of 30. Did you know that back in the 1800s, the average life expectancy was 37 years old? That's all that they lived back then. So because of that, what we have in this study is, it says immediately they went out and did this in urgency. The two of them did a really good job. They went out, did that, they exchanged, they invested, they got double back, it all worked out. But then you had the one guy who dug in the ground and hid his talent. He just dug it, put it in there, buried it, and walked away and forgot about it. Guys, what you have to understand is the reason that doesn't work, and we're going to get to how we live our life, the reason that doesn't work is because of the issue of purpose. Guys, you have to realize that as we look at this, the master had no need for these guys to invest their money, his money. He had a lot of money. He obviously knew how to do business. He obviously knew how to acquire all that. He was purposely doing it with each one of these guys to develop them, to grow them. Later on, he gives them greater responsibility. And so the idea that you would just dig a hole, plant it, and walk away from it is the end result of absolute failure in what happens. Now, every one of us understands, either we have children or we've been around children, that you can be very proud of your kids and the way they behave, and then sometimes not so much. So much so, sometimes you have to remember there is a commandment that says you shall not murder, like this. Yep, that would do it. Yep, there you go. That's probably permanent ink, right? Yeah, and there he is. Yeah, really? And so, guys, think about it. There are times we are proud of our kids and times we're not. Guys, you have to understand the same thing is true with God. We're made in the image of God. We are supposed to be God's kids, and God will either be proud of us or ashamed of us. And what we have to realize, guys, is we know the difference. We have the Bible that is kind of the manual about how to live. We have the conscience God has placed within us with right and wrong. Now, if you've been around the bridge, you hear me say periodically, this is our time and our generation. And we're talking about making a difference and having an impact. And we say that because, guys, this is our chance that this is the whole purpose of life, that we change the future of human history simply by what we do within that time that we have. So think about this. If that's our purpose, within the short period of time that we have on this earth, if you just dig a hole and plant it in the ground and ignore it after that, it's fair to ask the philosophic question, what is life all about? Why am I even here? Why should I even try anything if the end result is I'm just going to twiddle my thumbs and bide my time? The point is this: God expects and demands that we take what he has given us and we invest it in the way we live our life for our time and for our generation.